Well,
So,
we did get recommendations for the art museum, and that was the real purpose of going.
yeah.
And it was so worth it. It is a virtual art exhibition. You go from room to room, and each room is lit up in a different way. One of
Wow.
the scenes has like a tidal wave coming down from the sides, and then you look at your feet, and it's all the tide is rushing out from under you. It was
Would
absolutely
you would
amazing.
you email me that information? I'd like to check into that more.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah,
I'll
whenever
send
you,
you a
no rush.
picture.
No rush because we're not going up there anytime soon. But okay, so let's go ahead and get on our mats. Get anything that you might want to use, especially
Are we
straps.
your only two today?
What's that?
Oh, okay. Hi, Lynn.
Yeah, she's here, but I'm going to mute you guys
Hi.
now
I'm
and
gonna
we'll get
mute
started.
myself.
Okay, me too.
Okay. So, and on your backs, as we do start a lot of times, we're going to start that today. Again, limiting how much standing we do. But if anybody needs to take a break for any reason at all, please do. Okay. Sometimes I'm moving things. You can't see them, but they're on my screen and they're like in my way. And turn this down. All right, so get comfy and have your eyes closed and focusing on breathing as quickly as you can get there reasonably, right? You don't want to force anything to happen, but get blocks. I have blocks on both ends, ready to go. So focusing on that slower breath, it's starting to become slower, deeper, and a little bit more purposeful, right? We're trying to use the breathing to help us get the body ready for movement, get our mind ready for movement and not movement as well, right? We're so busy all the time thinking of a bunch of things at once. For right now, I want you to let that go and think about only what's going to happen on your mat right here. So taking kind of a little inventory of the body as you get into the breathing. Should happen gradually, chest expansion, rib expansion, belly. That's our goal, but again, we don't want to make it happen too fast. Let it happen naturally and use the breathing, especially the exhalation. Let the tension go, whatever you don't need right now. Any kind of tightness, like I've been dealing with like a pulled muscle here in my lower leg because I twisted my ankle. And it's been bothering me way more than I thought it would. And I'm having to be pretty careful with it. So one of the reasons we're not going to do a lot of standing work, or if we're doing it, I may not be doing it the same way. So again, inhale, exhale, and just getting that body ready for movement. Try to use that breathing throughout your practice today. So if you are standing, you're holding something, whatever it is, maybe that extra focus on breathing will allow you to stay there longer, feel it differently, whatever. All right, so a couple more breaths here, just in that completely relaxed Savasana pose. Can always move around a little bit as well, right? Like if you're in that position, don't feel like you have to force yourself to stay right there. Just maybe something needs to be moved a little bit, arms in, arms up, whatever. Now take another breath in. On the exhale, I want you to let your head drop to the right, and we're going to keep it there. And take a breath in and out. And on the inhale, bring the head back to the middle. On the exhale, drop your head to the left. Inhale, exhale here. And inhale, come back to the middle. So we're going to do that again, a little bit longer. So exhale, drop your head to the right. So don't twist it so the ear's under you. Just let it drop to the right. It's off center a little bit. Stay there. Again, feeling that breath into the belly. Feeling that body relax more as you exhale. One more full one here. And then inhale, come back to the middle. Exhale, go to the left. Stay there. One more full breath. And inhale back to the middle. All right, let's go ahead and bring the arms alongside the body, get the feet on the mat, the hips up, get the back comfortable for you. All right, so you're gonna feel a little curve in the lower back. We don't wanna push it down into the mat. That's kind of exaggerating the spine, right? This is our natural spine, a little bit of a curve here. Arms are gonna come right next to you. Take a full breath before we start our movement. All right, next inhale, arms go over the head. And exhale, bring them back to the mat. So they should not touch your mat until you've completed that exhalation. And right away, inhale, reach up, reach over. Feel that stretch through your fingertips. Exhale, bring it back down. And again. All right, we're going to alternate the knees in now. So on your next inhale, you're going to still go as far overhead as you can. On the exhale, pull that right knee to the chest. And inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. And exhale, bring the left knee into the chest. So let's do that a few times, alternating knee to chest as you're exhaling. We're still working to get that overhead reach every time we inhale. Let's do right and left one more time each. So we'll get back to that right leg. We'll stay a little longer. Hold the knee in as you exhale. Keep the leg in. Now you are feeling that lower back completely pressing into the mat. And have your hands anywhere on the leg that help you. All right, we just slowly extend the leg all the way up. You don't have to flex the foot yet. And then slowly bend and pull the knee into the chest again. And then extend the leg up. And bend the knee, pull that knee to chest one more time. Inhale, exhale. And then slowly extend that leg up. And now working our way into a flex. I'm not flexing hard today. That's one movement that's really bothering me. So you can have kind of a relaxed flex and a point. Or full flexion, whatever feels the best for you today. That's what's so important, you know, when I say to listen to your body. You know, we have these little things that come and go, little aches and pains. Sometimes it can be a little bit more. So you've really got to find that fine line of what you can do. You can't stop moving, right? But you got to find that fine line of what movement can I do that might help it right now, but isn't going to hurt it. Same thing, we're going to start getting into those circles. And again, I'm going to make my circle just not as large as I normally would, even though I want to do that full circle. I know that in the end it's going to actually work against me. And make sure you go both ways. So I think anywhere between 7 and 10 of all of these circle movements are good. I don't think 3 and 4 is enough. Again, work your way through those. All right. And then even kind of, I like doing that thing with the ankle where you're, instead of having the foot parallel to the ceiling, you're pushing the inside edge higher and the outside edge higher. If that makes sense. Even that one's a bit much for me today. So let's go into a full extension now. Hands anywhere behind your leg that helps. All right, we're going to bend the knee and work on the hip a little bit. So start to move the knee around. You'll probably feel the lower back go from pressing into the mat when the knee's in to back into that little curve when the knee's out. As long as that's not causing any discomfort, it's totally normal. You can make that circle as big as you like. Same thing. You don't have to count your head. but do enough that you can really feel things loosening up inside. All right, now after you've done, again, however many, one way, I want you to go the other way, and I don't want you to be so focused on things that you're counting every single movement, right? Because that really even kind of takes over the brain and makes us a little bit too focused on just that, right? Rather than how the body's feeling. But it should feel about the same. All right, so now we've warmed up that hip. We've warmed up the knee a little bit. We've warmed up the ankle. Extend that leg back up. Once you get into a pretty comfortable stretch here, I want you to let that left leg slide out onto the mat. So both legs are nice and long here. Again, hold anywhere you like, but I do find that if I go somewhere below my knee, that I'm able to go into a little bit longer stretch. You can have the knee bent here too. It does not have to be a completely locked out straight leg. All right, so we're going to bend that right knee and open the arm as we take our next breath in. And just an easy little twist, start pulling that knee across. But it's more important that we keep that shoulder and arm on the floor. If you don't like looking away from the knee, just keep your eyes up. All right, now as we come up, I want you to bend both knees. I want you to take that right knee and cross it over your left leg, or left knee. Open those arms and now keep them crossed over and drop those knees to the right. The right knee over the left. And it just hits things a little bit differently. Two more breaths here. All right, and then as we come back up, we're going to uncross. If you want to, pull those knees in, roll the back a little bit. Start everything over again when you're ready with your feet on the mat and arms alongside, and take a breath in and out. And then the next inhale, arms go over the head. Exhale, pull the left knee in, just starting all over again. Give that leg some time. All right, so now what we're going to do, just like we did earlier, we're going to extend the leg up and then bend the knee, pull the knee to the chest. Did I say bend the knee up? I meant straighten the leg. Unbend, I guess. Maybe I meant that. Pull the knee into the chest. Same thing now. Go ahead and extend that leg one more time. And now we're going to work on that flex and point. Same thing. How's that going to feel today? I like to get that full range of motion when I can. But if you notice that your foot gets a little bit of a cramping feeling, you know, maybe pointing all the way might be too much. Same thing. All the movements, flexing and pointing, working into an ankle circle. Both ways. All right, and a little bit longer extension here. And then bending the knee and moving those into those hip circles. Again, making sure that we go both ways about the same amount. All right, so once that hip's feeling nice and warmed up. We're going to extend that leg back up, going into our left stretch again, left hamstring stretch. If it feels any different, stretch the right leg all the way out when you're ready. Give this hip flexor a moment to lengthen and relax. All right, so on the next inhale, bend the left knee, open the left arm. Exhale, twist and pull that left knee across. Again, looking opposite or up. All right, and then as we come onto our back, we're going to cross left knee over right. Open the arms, inhale, exhale, drop both knees crossed over like that to the left. And then we'll uncross. Bring both knees into the chest. All right, when you're ready, roll a little bit if you want to. If that's not feeling good, just roll to your side and come on up. You can use a little momentum as you come around. Actually, before we get on our hands and knees, we're going to sit cross-legged. So I'm going to sit on a block. If you need to elevate your hips a little bit, do that. And let's all start with the right in front of the left. You probably have one way that you prefer, but it's important that we do both, especially the ones we don't like. I'm really bad about not wanting to do the sides that are hard. So once you're comfortable on, again, either the mat or elevating the hips a little bit, get those legs crossed right in front of the left. And we'll do the other one in a minute. Now, are you rounded over? You're going to sit up tall. Roll the shoulders up to the ears and back. And do that a few times. We want to really broaden the chest. We're just going to do a couple little stretches side to side here and forward, and then we'll repeat them all when we put the other leg in the front. So even for me, like I can't be in this position for a long time, but it's important to go there and just kind of get your muscles a little more used to it. So we're going to start with the arms up. Inhale. Keep that beautiful tall posture. Exhale. Bring those arms down alongside you. Make sure the chest stays open. Inhale up. Get as tall as you can. Now press the shoulders down. Exhale. Inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, take those arms back down. Try to stay focused on that yoga breathing. Arms up. Inhale. This time take one hand down. I'm going to take my right hand down. I'm going to take that left arm and reach up and over. I'm not going to collapse the body. I'm going to keep getting taller and longer as that left arm goes up and over. Don't let the wrist bend at all. Keep the fingertips reaching. And if you want to, you can kind of look up under that arm. Don't bring the arm onto the head. Inhale, bring both arms up. Exhale, arms back down. Other side, arms up. Inhale. Exhale, I'm going to take my left hand down. I'm going to reach up and over. I can keep bending this left arm as much as I want to. And go as far as I can without letting the hips change. And inhale, come back up. Now exhale, forward bend. This is a hard one for me. I can get my hands here. I can just sort of round over. But again, just trying to let the muscles get used to that. Hands are supporting us. If any of these positions are extremely uncomfortable, feel free to come out and have the legs extended or whatever feels okay. We all have to respect our limits. Now, as we come out of that, hands on the legs, sit up nice and tall. We're going to uncross. Remember, we had the right in front of the left. Shake out the legs a little bit in front of you. Flex and point the feet a couple times if you want to. And then you're going to cross the other way, left in front of the right. tall, notice how that feels. Roll the shoulders up and back a couple times. Take the arms up, inhale. We're gonna still go to the right first. Exhale, stretch up and over. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, stretch to the other side. You might be doing opposite me, totally fine. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, let's bring the arms down. Now we'll go up, inhale, exhale into that forward bend. So reach as if you're gonna go all the way beyond those knees, and use those hands to help you go forward wherever you can. And then coming back out of it, I'm gonna uncross my legs. Stay a little longer if you can. I'm just noticing that that foot ankle position is not feeling great. All right, we're gonna do one more forward bend with the legs extended, so arms up. Exhale, reach as if you're gonna go way beyond your toes. Inhale, lengthen the back. Exhale, move forward. So it's that constant battle of keeping the spine long, but trying to go forward. So we don't want the spine to be all rounded up way back here. We want to be leading with our heart. All right, now as we come out of that, we are going to come onto our hands and knees. If you have something under you, go ahead and move it off to the side, either way. We're going to start out with cat and cow. So go ahead and place the hands under the shoulders and spread those fingers out. And then the hips and knees line up. Lengthen your arms as much as you can, but you want to avoid locking those elbows, right? So elbows, the inside of the elbows are pointing toward each other. We don't want to have our rotate so much at the shoulders that the elbows point forward, or actually the pointy part would point back. So the elbow, the pointy part points to the side, and the inside elbow faces each other. Now inhale, lengthen your spine. You should still feel the belly expand here. Exhale, pull the belly in, keep the back straight. Just work on the belly for another breath or two. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand, easy cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. So try to keep the hips and shoulders lined up and just move that spine one position to the other. Lengthen and inhale. Contract and exhale. Two more. Now inhale to cow. Exhale, child's pose. Drop those hips back. Extend the arms forward. Couple more breaths here. So what we're going to set up before we get into downward dog today is we're going to come into dolphin pose. So after you've had a few breaths in your resting pose, I want you to come down onto the elbows. We still want to try to start out with our shoulders lined up. Now we're going to move back a little bit, right? Like downward dog, but start out with the alignment of the shoulders and elbows. And then your hand position can really just be what's comfortable. Some people like to interlace the fingers. Some people like to do the palms down or the edges of the hand, would that be the outside edge? But whatever you want to do, we want to try to keep the elbows about shoulder distance apart. The lower body is going to be just like a downward dog. You're going to tuck your toes under. Now as you lift up, you're going to press back. So now I am at a little bit of an angle here. I still don't have my shoulders right over the elbow. So lift the tailbone. You still want to have that feeling of somebody's pulling your hips back and lengthening the side body here, lengthening the spine. Again, press away from the mat. mat so you don't feel that weight going down into the elbows, but pressing away from it. Now if you need to go down and up a couple times, that's fine. Don't rest your head on the mat. Your hair might be kind of tickling it, but we don't want to have our head on the mat. Come down for a moment if you want. Go into child's pose, take a little rest. We're going to do it one more time. And then we're going to try to work from that into a forearm plank. We'll just go in and out of it a couple of times before we get into our full downward dog. So when you're ready, come into your dolphin pose again. Now inhale, come to your forearm plank. You might have to slide those feet out a little bit. And then into dolphin pose. So lift the hips, walk the toes back in a little bit. And let's go to that forearm plank one more time. And then I want you to lower to the belly. Bring your hands right in front of the shoulder. Tuck those elbows in toward the waist. Pull the belly tight from inside. Inhale, lift the forehead, lift the chest. Exhale, lower back to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra, so pull tight, start to lift up and looking forward a little bit. Keep the shoulders down and back. Exhale, back down. Inhale, cobra, you can come up however high you're ready for. Exhale, lower back down. One more time, inhale to cobra. Exhale back to child's pose. Keep those arms extended. All right, so we're going to be coming into our full downward dog next, whenever you're ready. So toes under, hips up and back. Downward dog is really not comfortable for me today. So I'm going to be doing it with kind of a lazy right foot, just kind of hanging out behind me. But I want you to be in your full downward dog as long as that's good for you. Pedaling the feet. All right, one more breath here. And then your next inhale, bringing you into your full plank. Now you can still modify this here if you want to drop the knees. Exhale, lower slowly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Press all the way back. I'm going to cue you through that a couple more times. And as I said, not really doing it a lot today. It's that downward dog, right? That flexion that's bothering it. So I want you, when you're ready, take a full breath in and out in child's pose. Inhale, and then exhale as you come up into downward dog. I'll just do a three-legged dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower. Use a full exhalation as you come down. Your full inhalation, lift to cobra. Exhale, we come down and into child's pose all at once. All right, inhale, come to downward dog. Stay here, take another breath in and out. Inhale to plank, immediately come down onto the right forearm, side plank. If you prefer to do full arm extended, you can do it that way as well. I'm going to do the modified version, so elbow and shoulder. Bottom leg is bent. Stretch that top leg away from you and just the inside edge. Don't do that weird thing with the foot to try to make your flat foot go on there. Just the inside edge. Take a breath in. Exhale, extend. Lift that hip up. You can stay here or even bring the left leg up or whatever your outside leg is. Bring it back down. I want you to completely come into your regular full plank in between. Take a breath in and out. One more. And then immediately come onto the left arm, either the hand or elbow. Open your body to the side of the mat. Extend that right leg back. Again, come up into that modified side plank, maybe even bringing the top leg up. And then as you come back out of that, you're gonna full plank one more time. Line it all up, take a breath in and out. From here, I want you to go to downward dog. From downward dog, I want you to walk your feet to the top of the mat. Oh. Come into your forward bend and then just relax. Let the body hang. Let gravity pull the crown of your head down. Have your blocks around the front if you think you might need them at any height. Grab the opposite elbows and let the body kind of go side to side like a pendulum. And then take both hands over to one edge of the mat and just let the body hang. And you should feel that a lot of that stretch on the outside of the hip that's away from the hands. And then we're going to go all the way over the other side. And then we're going to go back to the middle and just hang, but keep the hands on the floor this time. And then when we're ready to come up, I want you to let the knees bend just a little bit. Pull the belly in and then roll it up. And once you're upright, and roll those shoulders up and back. Find that perfect mountain pose. See how we're doing. Okay. So we'll do a little bit of warrior work. Again, we're going to just come to it from standing today. So it'll be a little bit shorter standing work than we normally do. But start out in mountain pose. We're going to go through a little series with forward bends first before we get into those warriors. So find that perfect mountain pose. Take a breath in and out. Actually, I'm going to face you because we're going to do a little bit more overhead stuff. Take the arms up on your next inhale. On the exhale, let them go out and down. So we're trying to really get that nice tall feeling through the body. Inhale, get tall. Press the shoulders down, exhale. Inhale, reach one arm up a little further, feeling that side stretch. On the exhale, even it back out. Other arm, inhale, reach up. And exhale down. Let's do each one again. Reach up, inhale. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale down, inhale up, over to this other side. You can bring this hand down to the hip or waist, leg for support, and reach up and over. We can also gently circle with the other hand and stretch up and over. So don't yank on it, it's just to help us get a little further to the side. Don't have the arms on the head. And inhale, come back up. Let's bring the arms down as we exhale. And then we'll go right to the other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, go to the other side. So same thing. Any of these variations that help you. And inhale back up. Exhale, arms back down. Roll those shoulders up and back. All right. Inhale, bring the arms together. Interlace your hands. Stretch the arms up. Press the shoulders down. Turn the palms up if you can. Again, press your shoulders down and then very gently start to move those arms back alongside the ears or maybe even a little further back. Separate the hands, interlace your fingers behind your back, the other grip. As you do that, I want you to start to pull the arms long. Pull the shoulders back, lift your heart. Separate the hands, circle the wrists one way and the other. We're going to repeat it all with opposite grips, and then we'll get into our warrior work. All right. Arms up over the head, opposite grip on the overhead stretch. Same thing, palms down or palms up. Shoulders pressed down. Starting to work those shoulders further back. Open them up. And separate the hands. Bring them behind the back. This would be the regular grip. I think just try to make sure you've done each one in both positions. Same thing, pull the shoulders down and back. Lift the heart. Draw those knuckles toward your mat. And separate the hands. We're back in our mountain pose. Take a breath in and out. Next, inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, dive into that forward bend. Inhale, lift halfway. Hands can be at the legs or using the blocks, whatever you prefer. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, roll it back up. Arms out, overhead, hands to the heart. And back to mountain pose. Breath in and out. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, rolling up or extended back. And back to mountain pose. Take a breath in and out. One more time, and then we're going right into that warrior pose. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, diving or rolling into your forward bend. Inhale, lift halfway, straighten. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, mountain pose. Take a breath in and out in mountain pose. Step that left foot back into warrior one legs. Bring the arms up, shoulders down. Notice how every part of that pose feels. So that front knee is bent, back leg is straight. Don't let that back knee, I notice sometimes I don't even look. I don't notice it till I look. I don't feel it. I let that knee soften. We want it to be a nice strong back leg. Take a breath in and out. Take a breath in. Exhale, cactus arms. Lift your heart higher and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach up. Stay here, exhale. Inhale again. Exhale, cactus arms. Lift the heart. Inhale, bring the arms back up. Exhale, right into warrior two. Open it up. Side angle pose. Regular or extended variation. Inhale, back to warrior two. Reverse warrior, right arm up. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, exhale. Next, inhale, prepare. Exhale, you're back to your warrior one. Now, lift that left heel up, come into your high lunge. So if you need to bring those arms down and stabilize the body, do that. Bring the arms back up when you're ready. Wherever you're comfortable in this lunge, all right? Bring the feet closer together if you're feeling a little wobbly. Arms up, inhale, exhale. Inhale, prepare, exhale, rotate, twist to the right. Left arm's gonna reach forward. Make sure the body's not leaning, try to stay right in the middle. Inhale, bring the arms back up. Exhale, back to warrior one. Inhale, exhale. And then just use that back foot to kind of push off. Bring yourself back to the top of the mat. Find that mountain pose. I'm gonna turn around the other side. So same thing, we're gonna start with a forward bend. We're just gonna go through that as a pretty quick little warrior series. But you still wanna focus on each part of it while you're there, okay? Here we are, mountain pose. Take a breath in and out. Next, inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive over. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, rolling up or extended back, coming all the way up. Open those arms. Come back to mountain pose. Take a breath in and out. Step the right foot back. Find that warrior one. I'm gonna make mine, I can't help making it shorter, making it longer helps, I don't know. All right. Take a breath in and out in warrior one. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, cactus arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades tight. Inhale, reach the arms up. Stay here, exhale. Inhale again, feel those fingertips just stretching up a little bit. Exhale, cactus arms, lift the heart. Inhale, bring the arms back up. Exhale, right into your warrior two. Open it up. Turn the body. Don't let that knee roll in. Extend those arms. Use those arm muscles. Relax the shoulders. Look over that left hand. Side angle pose. Use the leg for support. Right arm up or over. Really stretching from fingertips down to that heel. Inhale, come back to warrior two. And reverse warrior, right, our left arm up. And back to warrior two, take a breath in and out. Let's do one more. Next, inhale, prepare. Exhale, turn, warrior one again. Bring the shoulders down, take a breath in and out here. Inhale, bring the right heel up. Exhale into your high lunge. So find your balance. Remember, we're using a lot of core strength here to stay balanced. Arms come back up. Take a breath in and out. Take a breath in to prepare. Exhale, rotate left. Right arm comes around in the front. Left arm to the back. Inhale, back to the front. Exhale, warrior one. And then step off with that back foot. Bring both feet back to the top of the mat, finding your mountain pose again. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, so let's just do a quick little tree pose balance today. If you want to step off your mat, use the wall, doorway, whatever. Always begin, even if you're going to move over somewhere, right? You don't want to just pull that leg up and try to balance. You want to start wherever you are, mountain pose. Balanced, even, tall, strong. All right, so whichever foot you want to start on, you're going to turn that other knee out. So remember, it's more important to work the knees sideways than it is to have the leg so high that you can't maintain that. So find a position. Don't push right into the knee joint. You can go above or below. Hands to your heart. Find a focal point. You fall out of it, try again. If the balance isn't good, bring the other foot down to just support, but really still working that knee out. Keep growing. Arms can go wherever you like. Come back to mountain pose in between. And we'll go to the other side, same thing, whenever you're ready. If you're still in the first one, stay there. If you're already in the second one, great. If you want to do each one twice, fine. Same thing, now pull that knee out. Place the foot somewhere that gives you support. Find a focal point. Sometimes you gotta start it over. All right, as you come out of the second one, whenever you do, you're gonna come back to the mat if you moved away from it. Got a few things to finish up. Find that perfect mountain pose. We're gonna be here 3 full breaths. Just get everything settled in again. Expand to the belly on the inhale. Still letting go of tension on the exhale. All right, next breath in, arms come up and overhead. Exhale, roll down to that forward bend. Keep the hands close to your body. Bring them to the floor or the blocks. Let the head hang. Gently circle the head one way on the neck. And the other way. And then take a breath in, and on the exhale, if you can hang a little heavier. Last time, inhale, lift halfway, extend all the way through the crown of your head. Exhale, forward bend, hands to the mat. Slowly come back to your downward dog. See if you can find that downward dog. 3 breaths here. And then you're going to inhale as you make your way into your plank. This is your last plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Bring the arms in, either alongside the legs or they can come under the forehead. And then we'll come out of that and we're going to slowly stretch the legs all the way out in front. You want to make sure that your hips feel like as if they're evenly under you onto the mat. Sitting tall, take the arms up, inhale. Exhale, forward bend, reach forward. Again, take that breath in and get longer through the back. Exhale, move forward. Keep working on that. Now come up. I'm going to do my left leg first so that I don't turn away from you, but you can do either leg for a twist. You're going to pull the knee in. Notice that we kind of round away from it as we pull it in. Now I want you to sit as tall as you can. If you cannot get a straight back, you need to take that foot out a little bit. So sit up tall, inhale. You're going to give your opposite arm to keep that knee pulled in. Other arm's going to reach up and behind you. Make sure you don't lean into that back hand. So inhale, get tall, exhale, twist. The inside, remember the core, we want to pull that tight like a towel. Think of everything tightening and twisting. Try to keep some energy in that foot. Again, if the flexion is feeling okay for you. One more breath. And then slowly come back to the middle or to the front. Stretch that leg out. Flex and point the feet a couple times. And then we're going to go the other side. So inhale, pull the leg in. Sit tall, exhale. Inhale, start to pull that knee in. Exhale, twist. And look behind you. Again, make sure you're not rounding back, but keeping that spine as straight as you can. And back to the front. We've got one last forward bend. I'm going to give you the option of having the legs together as we've done it once, or if you want to go just a little wider, but only to the edges of the mat, you can try that. Same thing, get tall, inhale, exhale, reach forward. Hands can be anywhere from the feet to the middle, anywhere that you like, but keep working that upper body to stay long as you move forward. Now as you come out of that, gently move the legs together and shake them a little bit. You can roll to your side and come down, or You can kind of roll down, do a little bit of a reverse sit up here if you want to. Pull the belly tight, get the lower back down, let the upper back and head come down. And then I just want you to start out with the knees to the chest. Feel your chest or your back broadening and lengthening against your mat. All right, take both feet up, flex and point your feet. And circle the ankles one way. And circle them the other way. All right, let's keep those legs together, feet and knees touching. We're going to twist with the legs together. Now, if you would prefer to bring the feet down, it's just going to be a little bit gentler for the lower back and hips. Think about what feels good. Open those arms, so wherever you are, you're going to take a breath in, and on the exhale, drop the knees right and look left if you can. Feet and knees stay together. Arms are stretched out. All right, take the knees up, inhale. Exhale, drop the knees left, look right. Remember, if you ever do things in the opposite order, it doesn't really matter. And then inhale, bring the knees back up. All right, moving on now to a single leg twist. We'll still start to the right, so that means we want to stretch our right leg long. Keep that left knee pulled in. Take a breath in, open the left arm, exhale, twist, pull the left knee across to the right. And then as you come out of it, we'll go to thread the needle, left foot on the right knee, and then right foot up if you like. All right, uncross, roll back a little bit. And then we'll stretch our left leg out, preparing to twist over to the left. Keep that right knee pulled in. On your next inhale, open the right arm. Exhale, twist, pull the right knee across. All right, if you come onto the back, right foot to the left knee for thread the needle on this leg. All right, and then we will uncross. Roll the back a little bit. We're going to come into Happy Baby. So any variation that works for you. We just want to get as comfortable as we can, and you can do, movement with this, bending the legs, rolling the back, whatever you like. All right, as we come out of that, bring the legs together. Bring your feet down. We're going to stretch the legs out long. Take the arms over the head. Take a nice deep breath in. Stretch from the fingertips. Try to get everything involved down to the toes. Let yourself exhale and relax. Feel like you got a little heavier into the mat. We'll keep those arms overhead. We'll do this a couple more times. Let's do that again. Full body stretch. As you inhale, get as long as you can. Exhale, relax.
Good. I was just looking over, you've had a vacation for 6/14 to 6/24.
And one last time, full body stretch. Inhale. Exhale, relax. We're going to bring those arms down now, lower than the shoulders. Not too close to body. I like to separate my legs a little bit more. Excuse me, you can do any variation here. Excuse me. You can get your legs up the wall if you like, roll to your side, grab a blanket, whatever you want to do. This is your time. Once you've found a comfortable position, you're going to focus just on the breathing now. Take that breath in. And exhale. Every breath getting you deeper and more relaxed, ready for Savasana. Any little thoughts that come floating into the mind, just let them go back out with your next exhalation. We don't need them yet. I'm just going to give ourselves a couple minutes to just completely rest. Let the body rest and let your mind rest.
And so he says they've been getting a lot of them in temperature, and all kinds of other things. So he's warning me before to test everything before you put it in. So in other words, like he said, plug it in before you even install it. That way, if it's showing no temperature, you can say, look, we didn't bend the flex cable or anything like that. We just plugged it in. Somewhat. I mean, yeah, we have a point there, but it's also sometimes you expect the parts to be already, 100%. Yeah, 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 exactly. But he was also saying, like, walk the nut out, the blue nut out a little bit, and then don't press home manually. Walk it back home because we've been seeing some bent cartridge arms that you bracket. That home sensor it bends it even more. So then yeah, right, right. I think it's like you said. It's sometimes it's kind of like. People don't realize this job has like a lot of S to it. It's not just like pulling out a spark plug and sticking it in a new one. Even a spark plug, you have to kind of grip it by hand a little bit first.
All right, if you would like to stay lying on your back a little bit longer, feel free to do that. If you are going to start bringing yourself back up, you're going to start some little movements first of all. Just move the fingers and toes a little bit, get some blood moving. And then gradually the movements get a little bigger.
I'm getting another call. Do you mind if I jump?
And you can roll to your side. You want to kind of use your hands to help you here, making your way back up. And I'm going to say namaste. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to come over to you guys in a minute. And another one in the books.
Thank you.